Welcome, it's your friendly neighbourhood badger here, and I'm back for a little update on my Herald of Purity necromancer. Now, I'm dubbing this 2.0 version of this build because I've done quite a few different things here to just kind of up the damage and a little bit more survivability as well, basically. So I'm just going to quickly go through what I've done. So first of all, I'm just going to pop open my inventory here. The first thing that I've actually done, as you'll notice, if you followed along to my last build guide, you've noticed that I've actually switched my links up a little bit in my chest piece. So I have replaced, first of all, I have replaced Feeding Frenzy with Impale. Now, I'll explain this in a moment, but this is giving us much more damage if we couple it with Dread Banner, but I'll talk about that a bit more soon. I have also switched out Ruthless for Multi-Strike. I noticed that Multi-Strike is actually going to be giving more damage in the long run, especially using Impale. We're just going to be impaling a lot more. So the more attack speed, the better, basically. So that's, first of all, the bit of the difference in the links for my Herald of Purity itself. Then I actually crafted a little bit better of a helmet with plus 3 to socketed minion gems. We then did a little bit of interesting things to our belt. We got a new belt and we put a Hunter's Exalted Ore. We were hoping for increased max life and we did not hit that, but we got the chance for Flask not to use, not to consume charges, which is still pretty nice. So overall, our defenses are looking a little bit bigger. The last thing I did with my chest piece is I changed the 7% max life and max mana craft to gain 10% of maximum life as extra energy shield. The reason I did this is now because without even using Spirit Offering, I have a 890 energy shield buffer. If I use my Spirit Offering, that jumps up to 2,226. Now, that does mean that if I chunk all of my energy shield, I'm going to be able to rise to a higher cap of energy shield with my Spirit Offering. I won't do it in one try, but I'll do it in like 2 tries. It actually turns out, it's a little bit hard to explain, but it turns out to be much more defenses than just the energy shield coming only from Spirit Offering, which is pretty interesting. I'll put another path of building link in the description below this video, but I'm also just going to talk a little bit more about that, but also on the screen I'm just going to put a couple of kills of the Crusaders so you can see how fast I'm actually doing them. So we'll switch over to that. In the description you will find the path of building. Now this path of building only works if you have the LocalIdentity Fork for path of building. Now this is like a little update, I guess, to path of building. That is meaning that it's going to be able to calculate Impale damage as well as lots of other damages as well. I'm also going to put a little link down below, and the instructions of how to install that will be all in the GitHub site there. So as you can see, the damage is pretty insane on this build now. We're reaching around about 40 to 50% more damage than what we had last time. So around 14 to 15 million damage, which is just absolutely insane. All right, we'll just pop back to me for the last little bit here, because the very last thing I have done is switched out. As you can probably see, I have an Animate Guardian here instead of my Carrion Golem. Now, this Animate Guardian is wearing 5 items because it can wear 5 items, but the main item that you're looking for is the Kingmaker Axe. Now, this is just about an X and a half, an Exalted Orb and a half, but this is giving you, as I hover over in the top left-hand corner here, it's giving us Culling Strike, increased item rarity, not really needed, additional crit strike multi, not needed, and Fortify. So the 2 things we're looking for is that Culling Strike and Fortify. Culling Strike is giving us about 11% more damage already, because we cull at 10%, which equates to about 11% more damage. And then the Fortify, which is just constant damage reduction to me and my minions. Usually I would get this through my Whirling Blades, so I could now take Fortify out of my Whirling Blades link and put a faster attacks in. The only thing that we've taken out is on our Flesh and Stone, we no longer have a maim support. That's taking a little bit of damage out and putting massive damage in because we are now using Dread Banner with Impale. This is giving our minions a 60% chance to impale, which is just crazy, crazy damage. I'm basically, over the next week or so, I'm just going to be pushing this build even higher. So thank you very much for watching. I'm just going to leave you with another level 8 Awakening Cirrus kill for you. So I hope you enjoy. Thanks very much for watching. Until next time, Badger out.